On Channel 2, we now have Gardener's World. It's now 8 p.m. and time to meet the Thamesmen.
Hello! Hey, I'm so glad to be back because we, ladies and gentlemen, are in the middle of Kate Bush 2 week.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the notes. For those of you who don't know, we did a Kate Bush week. Oh, by the way, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
Hello, George. My name's Alex. I'm in San Francisco, and yes, we just did. We're in the middle of Kate Bush, and as my friend said, thank you very much for Sean putting it together and Chris. But we're kind of ecstatic because we just did cloud bursting, didn't we?
And you know, like Kate Bush, like I remember from that first week we did, every song was so strong and so amazing. And then, you know, so it was like we never thought we'd do a second week of Kate Bush. But then, you know, we got this list together, you know, Sean, Chris, thank you.
We chatted off camera in between, and we were just saying that most music, it's so nice. We're doing this reaction channel, and we keep finding, you know, new bands or whatever, but a lot of the music out there is quite transient.
Yeah.
It's an era, it's a time, it's a feel, it's a groove. Well, it's transient, you know, it's a nice pop song. Kate Bush is just pulls these epic characters together with backstories, and then she makes these videos, and then she delivers a novel.
Yeah. I just had a sudden thought. Do you remember we did that Florence the Machine track, which was just amazing?
Yeah,
that had the same feel to Kate Bush. You know, an incredible singer-songwriter who had a message and depth and like emotion built in. You know,
yeah, but she wasn't going on about a psychoanalyst who got, you know, the relationship between the psychoanalyst and his son, and making cloud machines. You know, mean, you know, there is a different level of deepness. Today we are doing a song I've never heard of. This is Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel, 1979, a track called "Another Day." I've never heard it.
So obviously we did do, Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush in the first week, and it was. Oh my God, it was good. It was so good.
What was that track called?
Oh, now you put me on the spot. I can't remember what it
was. Don't Give Up. So after this, don't do it now because, you know, you're with us. After this, go and watch Don't Give Up. We did it before. I'm still shocked by that track because I didn't know the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I did, and Sean told us the backstory, and then it was really, I mean, probably one of the best videos that we've done on
just stunning, absolutely stunning, and you know, and I still think we're going to do a Peter Gabriel week at some point because Peter Gabriel is, I think I mentioned I work for a company who Peter Gabriel used to own, and I love Peter Gabriel, you know, and his like seeing him live is sublime, but that's another story, another day. Yeah, so this is another Peter and Kate track, you know, because they collaborated quite a lot, and we got some notes.
Yes.
Can we do the notes?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great. These are Sean who pulls the notes together, and Chris helps then fashion them. So thank you very much to the both. And for those who don't know, anyone can send a curated weekend. Sean is a master of Kate Bush. So thank you, Sean.
Yeah. Now, actually, before we jump into other weeks that we got coming up, we got a Chisel Week coming up, which is Aussie band, fantastic if you don't know Cold Chisel. And then we're going to do like a countdown to Christmas. We're going to do 12 days of Christmas with the 12 biggest bands we've had on this channel. So that's going to be fun.
That's going to be a lot. So this is great.
Yeah. So anyway, the notes. On with the notes. So over her career, Kate would collaborate with many artists. Some associations would occur only once, such as her backing vocals for Big Country. I never knew she did that. For their song, The Sea.
She only did it once as well. Big Country.
Big Country were not my favorite band. But with others such as Prince and David Gilmour, she would work multiple times. Peter Gabriel was another artist with whom Kate would team up numerous times. And the musical and artistic chemistry was usually something quite special. In 1979, Kate sang backing vocals on Peter's song Games Without Frontiers, which is just such a good song. Around the same time, she created a TV special for the BBC simply called Kate, featuring almost an hour's worth of songs, and a guest starred Gabriel performing 2 songs. One was a solo effort, but the other was a duet with Kate, a cover version of the Roy Harper song Another Day. The song looks back on a lost love with deep regret, and although Roy did not conceive it as a duet, Kate and Peter's version seems to be a perfect delivery of the lyrics. The result was slated to be released as a single, but it never happened, although it did gain Roy's attention and approval.
We're going to watch a video, and then hang around, because the guys have also put a bonus track in for us.
Bonus track, which is going to be really interesting as well. It's all relevant to this. So.
Don't know what it is, but knowing Sean and knowing Chris, they're going to be interlinked somehow.
Yeah, so be ready for the bonus.
Let's get this one. So this is Another Day. All right.
Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel from 1979 TV special.
I like Roy Harper.
See, I don't know much about Roy Harper.
Neither do I. I know
okay.
I like.
Well, I'm sure we'll learn as we go through this.
All right. Count me in, big boy.
Are you ready, sir?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
The kettle's on, the sun has gone, another day. She offers me Tibetan tea on a flower tray. She's at the door, she wants to scold. She dearly needs to say,
I loved you a long time ago. You know, where the winds of forget-me-nots blow. But I just couldn't let myself go, not knowing what I want to know. But I wish that I had, 'cause I'm feeling so sad that I never had one of your children.
and across the room, inside a tomb, her chances waxed and waned. The night is young, while we song on, and he doubles must take on, let's make up, while the bottom and feel the juice run as she flies. Run my wings under her sides as the flames of eternity rise to lick us with the firstborn lash of dawn.
Oh, really, my dear, I can't see what we fear. Sat here with ourselves in between us.
And at the dawn, we can't say more than just another day.
And without a sound, I turn around and I walk away.
Wow.
Oh, that was magnificent. that was they are beyond good. Those two.
Apparently, that was never released.
How could that never be released?
That was just done for a TV special. I mean, it was like, but it sends.
I know.
Bumps up your arm. Did you hear all the backing vocals?
Yeah,
all the backing vocals were them as well.
Yeah,
and I mean, and they were amazing. They were absolutely fantastic. Peter Gabriel, he's got so many different personas.
He does. He has total different personas. I mean, just that is. I mean, maybe we grew up when that was like peak music. That sort of 79 through 80 something was peak music in England, like for some of the quality and stuff. Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush, those people. So maybe there's something from our history that resonates with us to that sound. But for me, that is beyond sublime in its brilliance. And it's less is more. I think we've talked about this on many videos. I love dynamic range. You like repetition, and I'd like a bit of repetition, but I love dynamic range, and I love understated. Like I'm a rock guy. I was AC/DC. I was Motorhead. I was all those things. But I love a moment where it's so held back, and it's like when we've had with Aurora and people. And there was in Peter's vocal, in her vocal, there was this just gentle, just on the edge of hearing of things, and for me that is like I can't describe how amazing that is.
Well, we should also mention, I mean, yeah, the performances were mind-blowing. Like we have two greats together there, but we should also mention the songwriting, the lyrics.
Yeah,
it started off about, just, I know it's simple, but having the flowery tray, and it's we're a flowery tray, and then it was just, the songwriting was so beautiful, the lyric writing was so sublime, and then and I don't know if Kate should have made it, and it's controversial, but she made it from pure talent. And I don't know how hard it is for talent to make it now, because it's so glamorous, and her voice is very unique. I mean, I don't think she would get much airplay if she tried to break out now.
What you're saying that she's not like some sort of sex goddess who does big dance moves and sort of get Kate got there because of her. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Kate got there from I think from just an inordinate amount of talent you can't ignore. But I don't know today, because she wouldn't. She's so different. There's no genre for her to pigeonhole like they like to do today on Spotify.
But also, I think, again, this is probably from where my career has led me through. At that point, it was the peak of recording studio production.
Yeah.
Like it was pre everything being auto-tuned and everything being edited to hell and back. It was still musicians, but with just like beautiful like mics and tape machines and audio systems. And they'd go into the studio and they would have money and time and the ability to craft songs where they just got everything right. The drum kit sound. We talked about how it take, you have 7 days, you spend 6 days getting the drum sound right. But you just, there was the absolute peak of audio production was around about that period, and so we get these songs from that time which sound amazing, and the songs have been just so beautifully crafted. I just love that. I mean, but maybe it's just because that's our era and that's where we reference into.
I don't think so, because she's, she's been brought back. She never went anywhere. But she's been highlighted again from Stranger Things, and there's a younger generation, and I think that everyone again is refining the depth of her talent on a different generation, so maybe not. But let's move on and see what this
bonus
track. Let's see what it is. All right, so I don't know what it is.
Well, we got some notes to go with it.
Shall I read the notes or try?
Do you want to read the notes?
Where are the notes? I've lost the notes. All right. So, with 22 studio albums spanning 47 years, Roy Harper is an extremely prolific, talented artist that seemingly only selected a few fans. No, we were talking about this. We know him, but we don't know what.
But we should say that what the bonus track is, because it is You by Roy Harper, Kate Bush, and David Gilmour all at the same time. So, like our favorite people.
Anything with Gilmour in for me. And then
it's like mashed potato, isn't it?
A poet turned folk musician. Oh my God, I've got to dig this cat out, man. He's everything I love, right? A poet turned folk musician. Roy was acclaimed by critics and peers for both songwriting and his distinctive fingerstyle acoustic guitar technique. Kate was well versed in folk music by the influences of her older brothers and well aware of Harper. In an interview, she said, Roy is one of the greatest English songwriters we've ever had, and people just don't realize it. Once Roy saw his song as a duet with Bush and Gabriel, which we just saw, he and Kate connected and ended up working together 3 times. The first of these was for Roy's upcoming album, which featured David Gilmour on guitar and as co-writer for half the tracks. Gilmour met Harper back in '68 when Floyd shared the same bill at him at the first free concert of Hyde Park. I've got a story about that. Actually, I'm going to look it up in a minute because and collaborated with him on several projects throughout their careers, including when Roy helped Floyd out by singing lead vocals on the recording of the iconic Have a Cigar. Didn't know that. The song Kate sang for Roy's The Unknown Soldier album was called You and was a duet co-written by Harper and Gilmour that also included David's distinctive guitar work. Fantastic. I don't know who put this bonus track in, but they know us. They absolutely know us.
Fantastic. Excellent. So You, Roy Harper, Kate Bush, and David Gilmour all in one track.
All right, first free concerts. I'm just looking this up in Hyde Park. Let me, just seeing who was on that. It was Pink Floyd. No. Don't mind, it was Roy Harper and Jethro Tull, supergroup Blind Faith, Stevie Winwood, and Pink Floyd. That would have been epic.
That would have been a great show, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, why do I know Roy Harper so well? What do I know about? Yeah, all right, let's do it. I'm going to dig into him more after this. So this is You, Roy Harper, Kate Bush, and Dave Gilmour. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Daring time traveler, you love-dwelling discoverer, you
Absolutely brilliant.
It amazing track in that you could hear each of the three elements.
Yeah.
You could hear Roy Harper, you could hear Kate Bush, and you could hear David Gilmour. It was like they existed identifiably within that space.
But I also heard Pink Floyd. And
I heard Pink Floyd. Yeah, well, that's David Gilmour, isn't it?
Obviously, obviously Gilmour, whatever, but, he was a musician in Pink Floyd, but I heard Pink Floyd going through there as well,
I was just thinking it's really interesting that someone like David Gilmour can have, like, he plays guitar, and there's 1,000 people out there, 1 million people who play guitar. But when David Gilmour plays guitar, it's David Gilmour.
Well, he's known for the Gilmour bend.
Yeah, it's just got that iconic sound. You go, yeah, it's Gilmour. Yeah.
When I was doing that, I looked up that gig, 15,000 people, and I guess who else was on that bill?
Oh, you're talking about the Hyde Park one again, yeah?
Because he always said he played the first. It was Dad on.
Oh, your dad played?
Yeah. So it was Pink Floyd, Fleetwood Mac, Roy Harper, Jethro Tull, T-Rex, and 10 Years After. He always said, I played the first Hyde Park gig. It was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? So I just looked it up.
Wow, that's really cool.
So yeah, but that track, that was hard to get into that track, but I loved. There were elements in there. I kept hearing. Kate was so strong coming through that, but what really taken away was I really want to dive down into Roy Harper now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because I've heard the name many times and I don't know anything about Roy Harper. Big surprise, but yeah, definitely. I think that's another area. I mean, this is endless. We could another rabbit hole.
Absolutely, we could go down there. Thank you so much for putting this together. It's crazily. It's so nice to be able to do a reaction channel and get weeks like this put together.
It's an absolute bloody luxury where it's just fascinating to learn these new things and go into areas we've never known existed. It's like, can you just put yourself, like, the first time a lot of people come to reaction channels because they want to hear someone else reacting to something they know. That's the sort of the dynamic. We know that. We know how it works. We have the luxury of going to places that it's the first time for us. And remember your first time when you heard that favorite track of yours. It's a magic moment. It is absolutely magic.
I'm a huge Gilmour fan. And tonight, totally surprised. A track I've never heard. And it was Gilmour who put up the money for Kate Bush's first album.
Right. Well, I'm like I said, I'm a huge Peter Gabriel fan, and we had that first track with Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. Never heard that. Was just emotional, amazing tracks.
Well, hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as we have. As you could tell, we're loving Kate Bush week 2. So thank you, Sean. Thank you for Chris for working with Sean, putting it all together. Thank you so much. We're only on day 2. We got day 3.
Please like and subscribe. Our rush, as well as the new music, is knowing that other people are here with us. We know that people are like along for the ride. So that's how we keep doing this. So it's the button that keeps making us come back for more. So please like and subscribe.
All right. See you day 3.
Day 3. Can't wait.
Ciao.